Hi everyone, I just want to do this video to let you know about a process or a procedure or surgery I went through a couple weeks ago. It's called uterine ablation. The reason why I wanted to do this is because if you search to find more personal experience about this uterine ablation, you won't be finding a lot from a patient's perspective. You will see the procedure done by the doctors and some negative stories about uterine ablation. Yes, it can happen. 30% sometimes is unsuccessful. That's what they say in the statistics. You will probably find different numbers out there. My OBGYN, I went ahead and chose this because I've been having a lot of bleeding lately and blood clots, and after the periods is over, couple days I'll be in bed because I'm fatigued, and my hemoglobin had come down from 13 down to 9 point something and then 8.9. So with the next cycle I knew it's going to come down and down, and I didn't want to take any iron because that'll cause me constipation. So when I discussed, or when I tried to find out more information about this, I learned that it is a better thing to do over hysterectomy for the people that don't want to take out their uterus and everything yet. But at the same time, you will not have any more periods, but then you will still have the premenstrual symptoms, but you won't have the bleeding and the anemia and that lack of life feeling anymore. With the hysterectomy, they'll take out everything and leave the ovaries there. Including my sister, so many of my friends have removed their uterus, which is one way it's good. You can just get it over with in one deal, and then you don't have to deal with the worry about cervical cancer or endometrial cancer or doing the pap smears and all that kind of stuff. The main reason why I went for that is you don't need that 6 weeks bed rest and no weight lifting and things like that restrictions anymore. With this one, just 2 days, you're fine. 2 to 4 days, you're fine. You can go back to work. And the uterine ablation surgery, just like the day before, you go do all the pre-op work, and the next day you will be under general anesthesia, and they'll be intubating you. That is one thing, but you will not even know anything. As you talk to the anesthesiologist, they'll just put the medicine on you and you're asleep, and you will be waking up in the recovery room. It was the first day I had some burning and some kind of pain, and then some throat pain because of the intubation, and also some constipation for just one day. But after that, I was absolutely fine, and I didn't have the first cycle. I missed it, so I hope it's going to be the same for the upcoming months. In some people, it's not that very successful. So I had checked with one of the OBGYN that works next to my clinic, and he had told me if you are in perimenopause, or if you are into menopause in the next 3-4 years, and as long as your periods are kind of regular, this will work. But if you have endometriosis and if you have irregular periods and that kind of stuff, it is hard to work on such people. At least they will have most of them have a lesser amount of bleeding during the periods, and it will not be that much of a big clots and the post-menstrual symptoms. So it will help you with some amount of relief, but in some people it doesn't touch you at all. And then in the next month or sooner or later, they'll be ending up having the hysterectomy. So this is like a trial that you do. Sorry, I had a lot of interruptions. Anyway, I am so happy that I chose to do the uterine ablation over the hysterectomy. In case for some other reasons, if I end up having the hysterectomy, I'm happy to go do it. But I didn't need that 6 weeks restrictions, and I could go back to work. I just did it on a Thursday and rested on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday I was at work. So those who are looking up to choose between the ablation and the hysterectomy, you will go through the general anesthesia and endotracheal intubation for both of them. And for hysterectomy, you will have a few, 2 or 3 incisions there for the laparoscopic, exam. Other than that, everything else is almost the same. And for this one, they insert like a rod kind of thing, and then they cauterize or burn the endometrial lining. That's what I understood about this procedure. but there was no drainage, no bleeding, not even a spotting, even day one post procedure. So I was actually happy about it that I chose to do that, and I don't have to go through this mess and having no life feeling anymore. I hope so. The first cycle is over, the time is over, and I didn't get no periods, and I'm absolutely fine with that. And that's pretty much it. I wanted to just share the happiness, the happy news to you. Thank you.